Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's bustling through here, and he shoots! Goal! Sao Paulo! And there is your opener. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Sao Paulo break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. That has not gone well. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lavia. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Incoming delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Katamo. Da Silva. And he's quick to return it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Suarez! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
They're back on the ball again. Space for him to turn and look.
Omiya Ardija really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great chance! Now it's Keane. Now then, the ball's come loose. He'll try from distance. Lavia. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, given away.
Sao Paulo really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack.
And Keane! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lavia. Knocks it out wide, and that was nowhere near his best. Can he spark a counter here? And claimed it back swiftly. And they are prompt with their pressing. Pass somewhat off target. Lavia. Now that looks a decent ball. Out towards the flank. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Not the most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That pass isn't the best. This ended up in no man's land. Fabra.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Played out wide, engages and forces him off the ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Omia Ardija with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's picked it up out wide. Omia Ardija given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he finish?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Knocks it out wide. Out towards the flank. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Great vision. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Omia Ardija come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Could move up a gear here. Da Silva.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a pretty loose pass. Katamo. Fabra. Strong running down that left flank. Anselmino. And that has left him in a heap. Back where it came from. Keane. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Omia Ardija still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hoisted in. Da Silva. That is good progress on the left. Da Silva tries to play it through.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 72.306 espectadores.
That'll be a throw.
Substituição.
He's got away. Keane. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Omia Ardija still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hangs one in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's come loose. Anselmino. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, played right into his path. Leno gets it clear. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to pass it through. Pinches it off him. An instinctive delivery. Impressive jump!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Space for him to turn and look. He is just caressing the ball. Da Silva. Can he latch on to this? Not the most accurate pass. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That pass isn't the best. Good running, strong and purposeful.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out wide. Da Silva.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Point-blank header! That's a fair try, but just off target. Omiya Ardija are looking to break at pace. So that's it. It is all over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. We are just getting started. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And he shoots!
The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
The most accurate pass. He has found the way through, and he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves. He's also very reliable under the high ball or when he's dealing with crosses, and I'd expect the whole defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Asugo. He's in a great position here. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now, can they get him away? He's had it taken off him. Omiya Ardija are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good ball, good take. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's just beyond his reach. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That is very well defended. That is ended up in no man's land. Uzun gets on his bike and on the move. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Martin really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Martin, oh, he's been caught, Martin! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. He's free. Can he finish? Pass somewhat off target. Da Silva. He'll try from distance. Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Araujo. Nicely weighted ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Suarez strokes it back. Fabra, he's picked his way through. Very nicely done. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Martin. Played towards the other side. It's a pretty loose pass. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Suarez knocks it out wide. And the counter is on. That has not gone well. Here's a chance! Uzun. Araujo. And Mavropanos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass isn't the best. That has ended up in no man's land. Uzun. Fabra. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos a colaboração para nosso fundo de caridade global. Substituição em andamento.
Away we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through, looking for the run. Cross to the back post. Omiya Ardija do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's gone backward. Shot at goal! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Martin. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lavia. It's a pretty loose pass. This looks promising. And that's been won straight back. Pass somewhat off target. Martin running with the ball. He's found a way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Sugo. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Not the most accurate pass. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. That looks a good ball through. Space for him to turn and look. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. Omiya Ardija have the chance to go the other way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Well, they've got it again. Moffey. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, what has happened here? Can he get it through? And they're quick to get it back. And that has left him in a heap. Omiya Ardija do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pass is just off target. Lavia.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
substituição no time do São Paulo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 19, camisa 6, camisa 21.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de
That's a foul.
camisa
Simple
7,
decision for the referee.
Camisa 8, camisa 15, camisa 13, camisa 11. Teremos uma substituição.
Keane.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And Salmino. That's the throw. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lavia. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's a goal kick. Space for him to turn and look. Keane.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
He's got away. Moffey. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's found a way through.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Omia Ardija are looking to break at pace. He's shifting through the gears here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mavropanos. I think they're done. They are done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.